toilet for him, Josh. You know,
You're very kind.
nice and clean.
Now, another option here is Eileen playing the Sombra, because Eileen was also their Sombra player. I'm hoping that he's going to play the Doomfist, because I think that that would be incredibly exciting to watch such a flashy, mechanically gifted player play the Doom. But on Busan, you can't really play that much Doomfist. It's a big map, apart from on Mecha Base. On Mecha Base, we really could see it, but it seems like Eileen is going to be playing the Sombra here. So Sombra Reaper may well be the key. But oh my goodness, the Chengdu Hunters are playing Winston. This is why 18 is in.
They've done it again. They've just done it again. I mean, we'll see if it pays off, but you know, Chengdu say, oh yeah, that meta that we're seeing all over the place.
To hell with it.
We're going to play this Sombra, but we're going to do it our own way, and I can respect it, you know. Chengdu Hunters, they are so fantastic when they just really just turn the meta up on its head. The what feels like really just the encapsulation of the Chinese scene.
They really are. I mean, with the most Chinese players, that does absolutely make sense.
Jinmu's in trouble though. He gets hacked up, and that is a brutal position to be in. You cannot be caught out of a position like that. Eileen gets the counter hack, and suddenly Jinmu is lost in no man's land. That opening pick, critical.
I mean, yes, the opening pick is absolutely critical, but just a more fundamental question, Red. How in the hell do the Chengdu Hunters do anything with this comp? I mean, who do they dive? Who do they hack? How does the Winston engage? The only way that this could be worse for them is if Eileen was playing the Torbjorn, like we saw from the North American division previously.
Seriously, I mean, I'm calling it now. I think about halfway through this series, Jim is going to really switch to game.
Yeah, very possible.
Because right now you can see this coalescence by Shu is just going to be pushing Chengdu back. And again, Chengdu cannot engage into this. You have to disengage. You don't want to be fighting into this coalescence. Finally in phase, which means that Chengdu is going to be looking for opportunities. But Josh, you're completely right. Who are they diving here? Because every single target is either safe or has a disengage. They can't really find targets unless Jinmu connects onto something with a hack. And that's the go from Jinmu close up to, no, not close up to AP. He tries to hack the target, but Eileen immediately answers back with one of his own. And with that, they're able to find a pick up onto leave, falling very, very low. Primal Rage now being used by 18. I mean, I can respect the effort to try and turn this one. He finds a pick. He sets up Molly for the kill onto Rio here. And okay, Chengdu Hunters, they do turn it.
Yeah, the nano boost onto 18 was fantastic, actually. It was perfectly timed. But this is my issue with the Chengdu Hunters comp, is that they need their ults to be able to win the fight. And that's probably not a good situation to be in, because now the Neptuno's going to come back in with the Sound Barrier. That's up for both teams, and we've got essentially another neutral engagement without a nano boost, without an EMP available for either side. And I think that the Charge are going to be able to win those. Jinmu again poking, prodding, trying to build up some kind of ult charge, but as soon as the Guangzhou Charge get positioned on the point, they're going to gobble 18 up.
Yeah. Chengdu were expending a couple of ultimates. The pulse bomb was used, but it didn't get any value. 18 forced to back out. He was getting chunked down by Nero. Doesn't really want to be taking this fight in close quarters. Now, waiting for the re-engage here. Ultimates online for Guangzhou.
This is risky from Nero.
The backline of Sama is going to be traded out by both of them. Nero, though, he does not get dealt with. The Ray form's out, but it's okay because the damage he's putting into them is more than enough. 18 is probably going to be next up on the chopping board as he goes down. And as they just clean up the remaining players here, you can see a couple of ultimates being used. Strong using that self-destruct and finds the kill on the Evil. And I'm going to say it's just a matter of time, it feels like, Josh, before the Guangzhou Charge are able to retake the 1-1-2.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Jinmu's coming up to his EMP, but there's so many ults across the board here for the Guangzhou Charge as well. This EMP follow-up has to be sublime. It's going to be the best dive that 18 and the Chengdu Hunters have ever put together in their lives. I think that Nero has to die immediately, otherwise this is game over for Chengdu in round 1.
Jinmu is going to be the man to watch in this EMP. You can see him, he's waiting, he's steady, he's calm, his mouth held in his hand, I hope, but we will see as the
great pulse bomb
engage straight away. The EMP, it's good, Josh, it's good, it's very good. Multiple players going to end up falling. They could not stand against it. The Chengdu Hunters are just going to be able to pull that team fight win out of a hat. And
Eileen,
able to flip it in the nick of time.
Eileen, I believe, got hacked out of his EMP. I think we just saw that again, where Eileen went for his EMP, but it got removed because Jinmu used it just a split second earlier. So
Crazy.
this is a very pivotal situation. I mean,
A slight change in timing, Chengdu would not have won that.
yeah, absolutely. Chengdu would have totally lost if Eileen had taken the initiative and been preemptive with that EMP, but this is not the world we live in. Chengdu in control of the point. Really nicely executed from them. Great clutch pulse blasting from Leave as well.
Yeah, look at this PSW setup. You can see Lee was just peppering them, trying to create space for Jinmu to just work his way into the back. Guangzhou, they look like they want to try and build up this coalescence. Shu very close to it. This is
Nano
what they're
boost.
using to engage.
Nano boost for Molly is actually going to be crucial in this fight, but he goes down!
No, but he goes down, Josh! The Death Blossom in the background. Nero, he TP'd, they had nothing to deal with it. Chengdu Hunters, they might have a couple of ultimates to stall this one out, but it is all in control for Guangzhou. Aizen's going to attempt to try and make a play with the Primal Rage, but unfortunately, he is just going to get absolutely chunked. And that is going to be round number 1, going to Guangzhou here. And honestly, Chengdu, they made an attempt out of it. I got to respect it.
They did.
But the composition itself, it requires a lot to try and pull off.
It really does. You have to absolutely outplay your opponents in order to make this Sombra Tracer dive work. And, you know, if Eileen at any point wants to switch over to the Tourbillon, it completely hard counters what the Chengdu Hunters are going for. You don't have the Brigitte anymore. That's unavailable. So you can't be giving armor packs and rally armor to Leave and Jinmu to be able to heal them up from a distance and make them super tanky. I mean, the comp isn't great in my opinion, but the way that Aiting himself has played has been perfectly fine. He hasn't been feeding into the Reaper constantly, which would be an easy thing to do in this composition. He wasn't getting hacked and caught out of position. His Primal Rages got some value out of it. I don't
More
think
value than I thought, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, there are limitations to what you can do with Winston when you're playing into the composition that the Charge are running, but Aiting is playing okay at the moment.
Now this is an interesting map because when you go to the mecha base, it's very close quarters, which for me personally, not a fan of these divey compositions. I feel like you almost want to be running with Reinhardt shield and try and brawl into teams and take an equal war of attrition. But Chengdu say,
We're going to play dive.
We're going to keep playing dive, I can respect it. And you can see the rotation of high ground, like trading it up. Point not quite unlocked on either side. Both just searching, plotting for weaknesses actually in this moment. Seeing if they can catch a player off,
but look,
out of position.
Look at the Sombra charge difference. Eileen finds it so much easier building a P because he can just do damage to Aiting and Elsa. There's no shields in the way.
Backline. Scenario for Ollie, but look at this. Nero TP'd into the backline, did a lot of damage. They jumped onto Nero, and he still gets out with a kill. I mean, that's a little bit absurd if I'm watching that from Nero's POV. The fact that he even managed to get out alive is astonishing.
And also, though, if I'm watching that and the Chengdu coaches, I'm thinking, maybe there's a problem with our plan here. You know, the execution, the setup, it's all alright. It's not bad, and you still fail.
No, it's the Guangzhou Charge who are wrong. Eileen hunting for an EMP. He only connects it onto Molly. Molly's just happy as a chappy, but not quite actually, I lied. He gets taken down. I'm kind of surprised that he managed to find a pick onto Molly there.
Yes,
felt like he was quite far enough back that he wouldn't have been able to be aggressed onto. But Chengdu, they flipped the points over into their favor, despite losing. Guangzhou coming back now, and it's going to be down to whether or not Jinmu can actually avoid getting hacked. It seems like almost like the mission of the century. EMP's getting traded out. Jinmu finally unleashing one of his own. Connects onto both tanks of Guangzhou and Nero. Oh, it's this time. He's got that Q. He's ready and waiting. So try and get this teammate. He gets it. And he get the other kill onto the baby diva. You better believe it. And now the rest of his team are happily able to just clean up the rest of them into the back line. Nero in a bit of trouble though. As Molly gets off the Bionade, negates the healing. He's trapped. Rocking a hard place, if you will. And Chengdu Hunters reclaiming what is theirs. Able to get the picks, hopefully reclaim this point.
Alright, but again, Brett, they're only able to win that fight because they had EMP and the charge didn't. That's their only win condition with this composition. They can't control the objective because they have to run away as soon as Nero comes in, guided by his escort. And then they just managed to backcap. That's the only 9% that they managed to get. And so this is looking like it's going to be a very quick flip over again here.
Unless Jinmu hacks.
Yeah, and unless Leave needs some kind of pulse bomb as well.
Yeah. There's potential. There's plays to be made here for Chengdu, but they just need the mechanical skill to pull it off.
Again, they can't stay on the point.
Yep, charge. They're going to flip it over. They are in a position in which, you know, Chengdu Hunters, they have to kind of aggress into them, but I mean, Lee balls. I mean, Lee wasn't even hacked as far as I'm aware. Nero just took out the fight, took the fight against him. Nero's just pressuring the backline. Now he's bionated up, so he's gonna have to back off here, but I've got to say, at this point, it's all for nothing. It feels a little bit futile. The ultimate's gonna get expensive in the end, but it's just a cherry on top. Lee has to try and clutch it, but it's one man against the world, and he will get pushed back by the Coalescence. And a Guangzhou Charge, in a very dominant fashion, are able to take map 1 here against the Chengdu Hunters.